Marcus was supposed to be the most amazing captain on the Russian Marines. So
yeah. And Scott Glenn is just a regular
very
American.
guy, American.
But because he's an American, he's awesome. You know what I mean? He's at least equal to the best Russian. Welcome, everybody. Today we are talking about another very, very special movie. Do you want to tell us about the movie? Because it was your choice, Hugo.
Yeah. All right. It's going to be today The Hunt for Red October, a John McTiernan movie. For me, one of his best movie. I noticed it that the very good movie from John McTiernan, they didn't get old. You can still watch Predator, you can still watch Die Hard, and you can still watch The Hunt for Red October. It's not old at all. It's really, really not aged, so you can watch. And it's a fantastic movie. Really, the best one in Submarine. The best one. There's no other that can beat him. So yeah, very good movie.
Not only it is the best submarine movie ever, but it's also the best father movie. You know, it's a dad movie. That's a movie that dads watch. You know, like dad watches this in the living room when everybody else is asleep. But it's also the best Jack Ryan, in my opinion. Definitely. I know Harrison Ford, everybody loves him, but this is the best Jack Ryan.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. There's nothing else than Alec Baldwin. The best Jack Ryan ever.
He's the best. He's better than Harrison Ford. I'm sorry.
And the shame, you know that it was supposed to be Kevin Costner in the role.
Yeah, but he wanted to do Dance with Wolves.
Yeah. I'm not sure that it will have worked like it's worked with Alec Baldwin.
We need to do Dance with Wolves because I don't know how it aged, you know?
I rewatched it a few years ago and it's still the same. No, fantastic. It's a Kevin Costner movie, you know? Talking about Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner. Yeah. He watches it, he cries and claps. But yeah, this version of Jack Ryan, which is the first version of Jack Ryan I've ever seen when I was a kid, right?
Yeah, me too. I think it's the first one.
He's kind of weak, but he doesn't mind. You know, he shoots the guy at the end, the bad guy. He shoots him like he executes him. He doesn't even think about it, right?
Like Han Solo in the cantina, yeah.
Yeah, but Harrison Ford's Jack Ryan would have been like, oh, let's negotiate or whatever. You know what I mean? Jack Ryan, he doesn't. And you know, I was thinking about this new Amazon show with Jack Ryan.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I can't
They put Jim. It's Jim from The Office.
Yeah, why not?
You know, they call him Dr. Jack Ryan. Do you know what he's a doctor in?
The guy who's got a doctorate.
Yeah, but he's a doctor in naval history.
Oh, joke, well, yeah.
And so he writes books for the CIA, right? That's what he says. But the new Jim, the new guy on Amazon Prime, this terrible, terrible show.
Have you watched it?
He's a doctor in economics.
All right.
That's a lot less cool.
Did you watch the show on Amazon?
I watched one episode and I was like, I cannot watch this.
You can still talk about it, all right.
And I've seen videos on YouTube where like he goes around with a machine gun and shoots people and stuff. Like he's an action guy. Get out of here.
I love the way that is in the Red October, because it's not that deeply, the movie is not about action. There's few sequence action, but 90% of the movie is it's talking, it's geopolitical, it's spy things, you know, it's very good.
Yeah, and that's what I really liked about it, is that it's a movie for grown-ups, you know, real adults trying to solve problems. First thing he does, he's trying to say, oh, what are the options? You know what I was thinking? We talked about Manhunter a couple of weeks ago. And in Manhunter, the hero is trying to understand the serial killer without ever seeing him. And he talks to him too, right? He talks to him without seeing him. In Red October, Alec Baldwin, he talks to Sean Connery without Sean Connery being in the room. You know, he's in the shower at some point and he's like, yeah, he's trying to defect. You know, same thing. He understands him. It's a movie for the hero is smart instead of just shooting people, you know? It was new.
That's what Sean Connery wants. He said in one moment, if we face a cowboy, we're gonna have problem. But if we have someone smart, it's gonna work. And a word on the amazing casting. Sean Connery, Alec Baldwin, Scott Glenn, always fantastic. James Earl Jones, Sam Neill. Sam Neill
is amazing in this movie.
But I want to talk about someone that I really love. Never talk about him. It's Richard Jordan, the Prime Secretary, the politics. Yeah. I love this actor. I've seen him many.
I love the Russian ambassador.
Yeah, he's famous also with the name, but the casting, everyone is perfect.
But everyone is normal. There's
Completely.
no handsome little Chalamet in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see Sean Connery from close. You see his face, his sun
Yeah.
damaged. He's, he's a man who's lived. They all look like they lived. Even
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin, who's a super handsome guy, he looks like a regular guy too.
Yeah.
But you know who I like? You know the KGB agent inside the submarine, the traitor,
Very,
right?
very famous actor.
You know he's the bad guy also in Gladiator. Remember?
Yeah, the traitor in Gladiator is exactly.
He's the guy who he works for
He
the
betrayed.
Spaniard,
Yeah, he
and then he betrays him. But at the end, remember? No.
No,
Go ahead, kill
yeah,
him.
no. It's true.
So he's
it's
got an
true.
asshole face. He looks like an asshole. He looks like a guy you can't trust, But yeah, incredible movie. What the young people here will not understand, if there are any young people watching or anybody watching.
Yeah, your mother.
At the time, what year did it come out?
Is fantastic year for cinema also, 90.
We just came out of a time at that time where the world could be vaporized any second of the day. It was the Cold War. The Russians, they're not like now. Now nobody cares about the Russian. We're not afraid of the Russians anymore because we've seen, that's what they do when there's a war. But at the time, they were terrifying.
The movie was, when it was received really, really, really bad critics. It was really bad. It was a sea of shit for the movie. And one of them was that the light in the submarine, it's completely fake. In a submarine, it's you have a lot of lights. In the movie, it's dark. You have red light. In submarine, it's not like that at all. But anyway, get a good atmosphere with the movie.
Well, I've been in submarines.
Oh, yeah, in Toulon, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, I've been in 2 submarines, and I don't want to go back inside because it's
can't
small.
understand.
It's really small. There's no room for the camera. You know what I mean?
They didn't shot it on submarine.
I'm sure.
But
there's some shots that are like real submarines.
Shots, but they wanted he wanted to shot on submarine, but it was too close. And even the sequence underwater, you see the fight or the submarine, it's not underwater at all.
Yeah, it's just miniature.
Miniature, but not under the sea.
Oh, really?
There's no shot under the sea.
Oh, okay. So, they're pretending it with filters.
Yeah. You know that also they get many problems to have a studio to produce the movie. And you know what was the answer from the studio? It's too complicated. It's never going to work.
Too complicated? It's a Tom Clancy book. You know what I mean? It's simple.
But it's not exactly. It's just for everyone, for everybody. It was too complicated. That was the excuse. And finally, Paramount, after a year of talking, they accepted to produce it for something like $20 million. They made it 200 million at the box office. Big success. Fantastic.
We almost have forgotten how practical effects make it real. And when I talk about practical effect, I talk about real shots. There are shots on a aircraft carrier, a real one, right? There are shots of boats. Like everything that's over the sea is real. Real helicopters, real boats, real things. Yeah. It feels real. And I was thinking, when I was watching it, if they made a movie like this about submarine today, it would be
only special effects. Yeah.
You wouldn't feel like the people are there. They would go cheap immediately on special effects. It wouldn't look real. But do you remember this switch from Russian to English?
Yeah, I did. I wasn't remembering because the first time when I watched it was in French. But now I realized the effect. I'm not a big fan of the zoom. In fact,
yeah, they do it a couple of times in the movie where they zoom on the mouth and then they come back.
I'm not a fan of the. I think the zoom was too much. You could have made it just simple like this.
I wish they had just spoken Russian with subtitles, but it was not Russian actors, most of them, so it wouldn't have worked. So what's the story? The story is about this Russian commander who's like the best of the fleet of submarines. And every time there's a new submarines, he's the one commanding the new submarines every time. He's trusted by the party. And Jack Ryan, who's a cool, awesome guy living in London with his family and stuff, he gets pictures from the British, I think it's MI6, probably MI6, showing him spy pictures of the submarine. And it has holes in it, doors, but they can't identify what it is. And so Jack Ryan is sent on an aircraft carrier to explain that he thinks the Russian guy is going to defect and bring the submarine, the new submarine with new technology, to the US. So, of course, he makes a terrible mistake. I don't know if it's a terrible mistake, but Sean Connery writes a letter and he gives it to be opened when he's at sea. And in the letter, he explained his whole plan to the Russians.
I have a theory about it. I think he did that to have the old Russian Marines against him to make the American understand that he's not going to attack. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it was a good because he's just coming along with that kind of new technology submarine. Maybe Americans they will trust him. Maybe not, or maybe he's arrogant or stupid.
I think he did that so the movie can happen.
It's a good point.
Otherwise, oh yeah, let me call the Americans when I'm close. Guys, I'm bringing it. Yeah. So the movie is all about atmosphere inside
Completely.
two different vehicles. I
Completely.
love the difference of atmosphere between the Russian submarine and the American submarine. In the American submarine is very bright. Everybody's dressed like on a space station. They all have uniforms, but they don't look like Russian military uniforms, you know? Everybody looks like they're specialists at what they're doing. There's this guy whose specialty is listening to other submarines. The classic Tom Clancy. They call it competence porn. It's
I love it. My favorite
competence
movie. I
porn.
love it.
Everybody's super competent and super good at their jobs. And like on the Russian submarine, it's dark and it's futuristic, but in a communist kind of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks more like what was that movie with Sam Neill again?
Event Horizon.
It looks more like Event Horizon inside, you know? The American one, it looks like the space station. There's buttons everywhere. Everybody's good. It's light. The atmosphere feels good. You feel, you know, everybody's friendly
Yeah,
and
you don't
nice.
have the pressure of the party. Yeah, you know, everyone is cool.
It doesn't feel like this hierarchy of, oh, he's the boss. We can't say anything. You know, it looks
Oh,
like
yeah,
he can be
completely.
approached by other people. At some point, even Scott Glenn tells the guy, the specialist, he's like, hey, calm down. You got me. I understand what you're trying to say, you know? Like
Yeah.
bro.
And you
The
realize
Russians, they absolutely don't do that, you know?
when Sean Connery is giving an order, you have 3-4 guys who repeat the order, you know?
Yeah. He's like many levels above. So it shows you the difference between, you know, like it's very subtle, but it shows you the difference between the freedom of America, where we kind of all equal, kind of, and the Russians, but with the stratified society where the top people of the party talk down to the others.
I mean, during the 90s, it was okay to do that. I'm not sure that it's going to work anymore. I'm not sure that American represent anymore that dream that they got during the 90s and begin
Well,
2000.
certainly, it's still certainly better than in Russia. Like, imagine
Of
being in the
course.
military in Russia.
No. Not military, just regular guys. It's
They
problem.
send you go explode on a mine,
Ukraine.
you know?
No, I understand, but it was a world lighthouse for the world. America during 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. It was the greatest decades for America.
The military in America is different because you are not obligated to follow an order if you think the order is wrong. You know what I mean? And they think that's the big difference between American military and all the other militaries in the world. I wonder in France how it is. It's probably you have to do it. You
I
know,
think in
France and
France,
Russia
yes,
kind of.
you have to do it in France.
In
No matter
America,
what.
you can be like Gene Hackman tells you to do something, and you can be in
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington say no, I will not do it. But anyway, incredible movie.
Yeah.
The atmosphere.
Honestly,
The talent.
I need to really have a thought about it, but I think for me it's the best John McTiernan movie. I know Predator, I know Die Hard. What an incredible director! You know that he's been in jail, John McTiernan.
Oh yeah.
He was arrested because he's got a private detective. You know, they put microphone on Hollywood producer. He wanted to know what producer they were saying about those movies, his movies.
Well, he's a smart guy, you know?
Yeah, even to jail.
Wow. Well,
And after his career was a disaster.
you know, I was thinking last time I saw it was like 5 years ago, but I forgot because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah,
But I
me
was
too.
thinking, okay, maybe this time when I watch it, it's gonna be old. No, just the special effects. Some the special effects are not very good, but still they still work. The projection screen. You know when they are on top of the submarine and they're talking.
Yes, okay.
Okay, it's not well, but it doesn't matter.
The
Doesn't matter.
technique, it's not a problem, honestly. We always can talk about it. It's 90 movie. You know what? It's less older than the last Indiana Jones, for example. You know, the last Indiana Jones with their face morphing. It's when it was released, it was already old. It was already bad.
Because CGI gets old.
Yeah,
Practical effects, they
instantaneously.
don't really age.
Instantaneously. Except few things like that. I know the sequence you're talking about where they're in the lake during the night, but all the movie, it's fantastic. Like I said before, the action sequences, they are good, but they are not the heart of the movie for me. So no problem. The movie is completely okay. And even as I'm thinking, if I watch it in 10 years, it will be the same. Actors, scenario, dialogues, they are all perfect. No. Great movie from everyone. You know that, as always, Sean Connery, when he received the script, you know that he had guys to change the lines for Sean Connery. Oh, no, I'm not going to say that. It's not long enough and blah, blah, blah. When he received the script, he said, well, what is this piece of shit? It's impossible. He didn't get the first page with the year.
Yeah, he missed some stuff. Yeah. Because he said, the Russians, nobody's afraid of them anymore.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the the party agent that he kills in the submarine?
Oh, Putin.
Putin. Maybe they knew something. That's why they call him
Maybe they
Putin.
knew.
Maybe Putin was
Yeah,
already
yeah.
active at the time. I don't know. Okay, the canyon scene. It's thrilling and
Yeah,
scary and
it's
stuff,
really.
even though you can see the special effect, it's not great. But you don't realize that submarines, they can do like maneuvers in between, like
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
Star Wars stuff,
I love also the sequence with the missiles when he ran through the missiles to pass it before it was loaded.
Mhm.
I love this sequence. It's very, very intense.
Scott Glenn is like, no, don't do it. We're gonna die. And then, all right, he's the man. I trust. But so you start thinking he's better than Scott Glenn, but Scott Glenn is an American. He should be better. But then a few minutes later, Scott Glenn, who's never been in a Russian submarine,
Yeah, no,
he's like driving the submarine and giving orders and stuff. Like, yeah. So they're kind of equal, like they're really good. They're the best of the best.
But
do you remember what Sam Neill?
Marcus was supposed to be
Sam.
the best. I love Sam Neill too, but just hold on. Marcus was supposed to be the most amazing captain on the Russian Marines. So
yeah, and Scott Glenn is just a regular
regular guy, American.
But because he's an American, he's awesome. You know what I mean? He's the best. He's better than, or at least equal to the best Russian. Sam Neill. Do you remember what he says when they talk about what are you going to do when you get in America? When you get to America?
I'm going to have a farm in the Montana. I'm going to have a babe with plastic
I will live in Montana. I will marry a round American woman and we'll raise rabbits and she will cook them for me and I will have a pickup truck or possibly a recreational vehicle. Do you know what a recreational vehicle is? It's what in France we call a camping car. And as soon as he says that, he's going to die. He's not going to make it.
Till the beginning, so he's going to die. He's the second of the captain. Not it's normal that he's going to die. But anyway, Sam Neill, his whole career is fantastic. He's not a very famous actor, but what a career. What a fantastic career he got. Amazing actor. Amazing
I'm sure he's respected by everyone because he's a serious actor, He can play tortured man. Yeah, definitely. There's a movie with him. I never ever wanted to watch it again. I watched it once and I can watch Event Horizon or let me guess, John Carpenter in The Mouth of Madness? Exactly. No, it was this one, no? Yes, this one. Where he's a writer? Yeah. Oh my goodness. And he goes to this little village and things happen. Yeah. Horrible. Yeah. Horrible movie. There's also I just remember the jacket now. Oh my goodness. With the Christ. Remember that actor? He's the guy who played it in I forgot his name. The guy from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He's the doctor on Red October. Anyway, everybody who is American who watches this, they will know. Do you see how they treat him? Like when they're having dinner and he's complaining, the doctor, like, they're like, hey, can you bring us the radiation testing? And they send him out so they can talk among themselves. Yeah. What's his name? I forgot. It's very famous. Matter. Okay, now I know the one you're talking about. Yeah. From the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, I know. And he was also, I think he was also in maybe Addams Family. No, that's not the same. That's Raul Julia. Him and Raul Julia, to me, they're interchangeable. But so on the American side, you can see the difference on how they treat each other. Like the bad Russian is Skarsgård. He's the father of all the other Skarsgård. There's a million Skarsgård actors. The bad submarine who tries to kill Red October. Yeah. Tupolev or something like that. Yeah, he's the father. I think he's the father of all the Skarsgård guys, and he treats his people like shit in the submarine. He yells at people and stuff. And at the end, right before they die, when he does the maneuver, said that that's the second you're gonna. He said, "You killed us, you little piece of shit," and they explode. Do you know what a crazy Ivan is? Do you remember? He's doing a crazy Ivan. When a submarine is behind you, because of your propellers, you can't hear that there's one behind you.
Oh yeah.
So every now and then they rotate, they do a turn just to see. So that's what the Crazy Ivan is, and that's how Jack Ryan is able to convince Scott Glenn that he knows what's going on. He's like,
when he lands
he's
the
gonna
first
do a
thing, the first scenario.
he's gonna do a Crazy Ivan. Oh yeah, what side? Though, is he gonna turn left or right? And he's like, oh, he's gonna turn. I think port side is left and starboard is right. I'm not sure, but whatever. And so he chooses starboard, and then he asks him later, "How did you know he was gonna turn starboard?" I didn't.
Yeah. But I mean, Kazan, you're the submarine professional. You have been twice on the submarine, so
That's right.
you are our submarine professional.
I am the submarine expert of this podcast.
Yeah.
That's correct. Anybody in the comment, go ahead and challenge me. I'll tell you.
One word with the music composed by Basil Poledouris, that the guy that I really don't know. He made a fantastic soundtrack for the movie. Fantastic.
It's again one of those movies where the soundtrack and the movie, they work perfectly.
Perfect.
You can't remove anything. It's executed perfect.
You keep the main theme in mind when you finish the movie. You keep it. Fantastic.
I've been playing
soundtrack.
it for like a week.
Yeah.
For a week. Since we decided we were going to do it, I've been playing it for a week. So remember what I said when we made the video about best submarine movies. By the way, you guys should check out the link. It's probably here or here.
Very good video.
So I said in that video that there was a scene in every submarine where they go too low, too deep, and you hear the noise and stuff. Well, I invented it apparently because it doesn't happen in this movie.
No,
they're not doing it.
You have the canyon who replaced that scene. The scene you're talking about, it's in the movie with Harrison Ford.
It's in everything else, but not this one. They didn't need it. They didn't need.
No, they invented
good
something else.
Yeah. They didn't need. They invented the Star Wars going in between, like the canyon, like the Death Star run. You know,
the Death Canyon. Did you notice the Easter egg with the teddy bear?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the movie, Jack Ryan, you have a teddy bear for his daughter on his right. That doesn't remind you something?
It reminds me of Con Air.
Die Hard.
Oh, is that a rabbit in that? No, is it Con Air?
No, it's a teddy. Oh, in Con Air, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. But in Die Hard, when they take off on Los Angeles, he's got a teddy bear also on the plane with him.
Another wink to himself, like, hey, that's my movie, guys. So tell me about if it had to be remade today.
No,
would it be on Amazon Prime or Netflix or Hulu?
Okay, it will be a TV series, a TV show in 10 episodes. Very boring.
Javier Bardem would be the...
Did you watch his new TV series?
No, I refuse to.
No, I think Hollywood stopped to the reboot, remake. Hopefully that kind of movie won't have a reboot. I don't believe it.
There would be like a Zendaya as the first officer. She would be Sam Neill.
As the submarine.
It would be just women. Just a bunch of diverse women. No men. Jack Ryan, they would make fun of Jack Ryan. Like, he sucks. He's terrible at his job and stuff. And they would do it,
It won't be Russia anymore. It will be China.
Can we make... I don't know if we can make fun of China.
No, you can't. It's too powerful.
No, it would be like some sort of like a Georgia or some bullshit country that nobody cares. Like
they
Georgia.
Don't have submarine.
Oh, Romania. Oh, no, Romania. Is Romania EU now? It's EU, right?
Yes, I think so.
Man, the world has changed since the first time Red October came out.
Yeah, completely. Even when it came out, I think 3 years later, I think the wall of Berlin fell.
Berlin Wall was 1989.
But so it was already over when it was released.
Yeah. What a movie. What an incredible movie.
What a great movie.
I recommend it to everybody watching this.
Everyone.
Stop what you're doing.
Yeah,
I watched it. I can have red lights in my house. I put all the lights in red. I do that often because I'm a weird guy. And the name of the thing is I tell my phone, I say Submarine, and it makes everything submarine.
Oh. Know when I get it on VHS 6 months after the release date in France. So I found it was very, very late when I started this, something like midnight. I'd be at school, and at this time I was sleeping early. I started the movie. I couldn't stop it. No matter what. I think I finished at 2 hours of the morning. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. A fantastic movie.
When I watched it last night, I was thinking, people would be watching their phones at some point because it's slow. There's
Literally.
conversations that don't need to happen, like classic Tom Clancy thing, right? The exposition at the beginning where they show the characters. The first time you see the guy who's a specialist in listening to whatever, there's a 3-minute conversation with the other guy to show that, hey, he's a badass. He knows everything. He's good.
It's true, but honestly, I think every word on the dialogues are important. Every dialogue, every minute, every phrase, every sentences, they are perfect. You have this sequence at the beginning when when Alec Baldwin is with all the officers and the prime minister, the vice president. They say, "Oh my God, he understands that he want to go west." It's a fantastic sequence. Action, military guys are talking. All those sequences are really, really important for the atmosphere of the movie.
Tom Clancy stuff, he's always showing you, all right, so this is the new character, and some guy is going to come with a coffee mug. Hey, Michael, do you remember that time where you did this and this and this? Just to explain that he's competent. He's the guy you want in this movie. He's going to be in the movie later, and he's going to do awesome things because he's the best at his job. You know, they always have to maintain that. Remember, when he meets the prime minister or whoever that was, and he asked everybody to leave, and he said, Jack Ryan, you need to stay with me. We need to talk. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry I spoke to the general like that. And he's like, no, you're right.
You mean it, yeah.
He sucks. He's old, and you are a young, aggressive man who understands.
The actor is Richard Jordan. He's a fantastic actor. I don't know why. He's always had very, 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 very small roles on movies that I've seen, but he's always perfect, this actor. Always perfect.
I'm trying to think about the Russian ambassador. I feel like he's played the Russian ambassador in every other movies. Like I know him. He's the guy, the Russian guy, you know?
He's got vicious things.
He's the Russian, like, you know, and the Russians, they drink their glasses. Every time they drink in a glass or whatever, there's always like a little thing of metal around it to make it weird.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're not like us. We drink like regular glass, you know, Occidental people. But no, they're weird Asian guys. Like, they're not the same as us, you know? Yep. Tom Clancy stuff. I think is the best Tom Clancy thing ever, right?
The others are not bad, but they weren't masterpiece. That's the point. This one is, honestly, for me, it's a real masterpiece. You're talking about hard drive. Honestly, I think in a 30 slot, I will keep this movie.
Yeah, me too. And you know, I like to believe that the reason why Alec Baldwin didn't come back is because he thought we can't make a cinematic universe because this movie is complete. You can't make a second one. You know what I mean? Even if it's a different story.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Jack Ryan is the best he can ever be in this movie. You can't make more. That's it.
No, that's
and he's right. He was
right. Because
others,
when you look at the other movies with Jack Ryan, honestly, it's boring.
They're boring.
It's boring. Even the one with Harrison Ford were a big success. Huh? It was boring.
Yeah, but they're boring. Not the same. Harrison Ford doesn't have this young, aggressive man energy. You know, that Jack Ryan, that he has. Honestly, he's older, like, oh, my wife, we need to protect my wife. He's always trying to protect his wife in every movie. Yeah, incredible movie. Absolute cinema. I'm going to say it, absolute cinema. There's never been anything close to that ever made again. It's impossible to redo. It's a work of art. It's a complete round piece. You can't change anything.
And McTiernan, in his best movie, they are really fantastic movie. When you're talking to young guys today, they don't know John McTiernan, and it's a big, big shame because he was a fantastic director. Fantastic. Can you imagine? Predator, Die Hard. You know, he didn't do the second Die Hard because he was doing Red October.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, when I told you earlier that people would look at their phones, do you remember that scene when the Americans, they board Red October and they are watching each other? You know, they have guns. There's a very tense 2-3 minutes, very quiet. Nobody's talking. And Jack Ryan can speak Russian, of course, because he's super good at his job, right?
Every language.
But the joke is, he says something, and Scott Glenn's like, what did he say? He says, you look like a cowboy. You know, because he's got a little gun on his side and stuff. And then they work as a team after that. At some point, they're asking, where can we meet Red October? And Jack Ryan, who doesn't know anything, he jumps and he's like, no, let me show you. And he goes to a navigational chart of Submarine, and he's like, right here. Real cool man know how to read a submarine navigational chart. You know, it's just Was it the first one of this kind of movie where everybody's really, really good at their job? Because I think when we spoke about Manhunter, we said that all these FBI guys and stuff, they were awesome at their job. They drink coffee till 3 o'clock in the morning, solving problems.
I don't know, but he bring that to a level that it was copied by a lot of movies after. Many
Imagine you
movies.
take 4 American guys and like 4 Russian guys and you put them in the submarine together. The Americans have never seen the submarine and they're able to avoid torpedoes.
And you have this sequence of course, when you get the torpedo, they're gonna die, and you have the American submarines, the Dallas, who get,
of course. And the classic, the torpedo's coming, 35 seconds, 30 seconds, and it's like, wait, and everybody's sweating and stuff, wait, and at the last minute, make turn right or whatever, and they avoid it, and everybody, he's the best. You know what I like? I like the reactions of the sailors who've been rescued by the American ship.
They're like, look, the
he's
captain!
beating the Americans!
And after, when they think they died, they are singing the anthem.
They're like, the soundtrack, man. I think they sing October.
Yeah, you said, I'm not sure.
I want to believe.
That's the most important thing.
I had a really good moment. I recommend it to everybody. Watch that movie.
Everyone.
If you're young,
best.
it might feel a little slow, but just stay with it. Stay with it.
Yeah, no problem. Please watch it. You're gonna have a fantastic 2 hours. Incredible.
Everything you've seen that looks like that is a copy of that. This is the original.
Completely.
This is the thing.
And lucky you have a fantastic casting. Sean Connery, Alec Baldwin, Scott Glenn, Sam Neill, James Earl Jones, Darth Vader. He's not bad.
That's right.
The casting is just amazing. Amazing casting. Actors at their best, at their really best.
They probably don't have abs and they don't look good in swimsuits.
They don't have
they're real men.
tights or stockings.
Just like us. We don't look good in swimsuit, but we're real men, right? Anyway, guys, let us know what you think. Watch it. Leave us a comment. Do you think it's getting a little too old, or do you think it hasn't aged? And if you have a better suggestion for a submarine movie, go watch our video. I'm going to try to put it here. Go watch our video and let us know what's going on. Oh, I guess I'll put it on this side. Let us know what's going on. Until then, have a good one, guys.